Whether it's the regular season or the off-season, we have you covered as we give you the best Tennessee Titans and NFL news and insight that a fan could ask for. You're watching the Titan Upload Network.
What's up, everybody? Welcome in to the 615 Social Hour. And yes, it is me. And my name is Lewis, and I am part of the Titan Upload Network. Let's go ahead and bring our guest in here, Titan Fox. How are you?
Doing very well, my.
Well,
There's a bit of an echo.
there is.
Yeah.
But let's just go ahead and dive into these news stories. Of course, we're starting off talking about the passing of former Michigan and Arkansas Razorback and former NFL quarterback Ryan Mallett, who tragically passed away at the age of 35. Fox, when you heard about this, how hard was it to hear? Can you hear me?
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, it's getting better now. Yeah, that. Nope, still the echo.
I'll mute myself on my end when you're talking, okay?
What was that?
I said I will mute myself on my end while you're talking.
Okay. Lee, I apologize, but this is not working. I don't know what went wrong.
Hang on just 1 second. Okay, I do not know what happened. Can you hear me now? Is that better or no?
No, everything you say comes through right after you say it. It comes through again.
Wow. I have no clue what that is about.
Neither do I. Let me try restarting the.
Okay, well, I don't know what's going on because I don't hear an echo on my end. But as I said, it's hard to think about a young guy like Ryan Mallett passing away at the age of 35. Until we get Fox, I'm just going to throw this again.
Whether it's the regular season or the off-season, we have you covered as we give you the best Tennessee Titans and NFL news and insight that a fan could ask for. You're watching the Titan Upload Network. Whether it's the regular season or the offseason, we have you covered as we give you the best Tennessee Titans and NFL news and insight that a fan could ask for. You're watching the Titan Upload Network.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and throw up this news right here. The Patriots and Devontae Parker have agreed to a 3-year, $33 million extension. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, so let's go ahead and hop back into this. So we were talking about the passing of Ryan Mallett. How hard was that to hear when you saw it?
Very hard. He was a legend, a great guy, and gone way too soon. That always crushes you when you find out that somebody's passed way before their prime. Like, it's just hard. I mean, we've heard of a lot of even NFL players, not only like musicians and things like that, but they just gone too soon. But Mallett was pretty awesome. I was watching his highlights 2 days ago, and a lot of good stuff there.
And that's a name you haven't heard in a while.
That's true. Very true.
He played for 3 different teams. He played in the AFC South in Houston.
Then he went to start coaching, didn't he?
He played. He was drafted by New England, traded to Houston, played in Baltimore, and then went into coaching right after he retired in Arkansas.
Yeah.
But let's change the mood just a little bit and let's talk about Devontae Parker. And the Patriots have agreed to a 3-year, $33 million extension. And that right there will lead us right into our next news story. But before we dive into that, what does that mean for a guy like DeAndre Hopkins?
That means that if he's in it just for the money, I think that they already spent it. So he's probably going to look more towards Tennessee, see if we can extend Henry and make some extra cap room for him, I think.
Well, that move by the Patriots opened up $4 to $6 million.
Oh, because they restructured the contract to work that way. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
So maybe they are trying. I'm actually surprised that the Titans have not yet started restructuring anybody just to make the room for him. Right now, I think it's just negotiations.
What we heard, so Teresa Walker was on the Power Hour a few weeks back, 2 or 3 weeks back, and it was made mention, don't expect DeAndre Hopkins to sign anywhere till about a week before training camp.
Yeah, that's what I expected. Probably another month or so.
So that takes us into our next story. Hopkins Watch has started. Out of the 2 teams you see out there, the 2 teams that have New England's offered him, Tennessee has a financial offer out there, basically saying, hey, DeAndre, here's what we have and here's what we can do. Where does DeAndre Hopkins end up?
Well, there was a recent post on online, and as a matter of fact, it's been talked about pretty much all day today, was that there's 2 new teams that are possibly in the mix, the Browns and the Panthers. And and now I don't necessarily think that the Browns need D-Hop to succeed.
I don't think they have the money for D-Hop.
They are very slight on cap space.
And Carolina, that would help a young quarterback in Bryce Young.
Yeah, definitely. So I could see it trending that way, but I don't know that that's exactly the situation that he wants to be in. I mean, he has the familiarity with Vrabel and like Derrick Henry. It's just I feel like that this would be a better place for him if we can match the financials.
And what do you think the Titans would look like if DeAndre Hopkins ended up here in Tennessee?
I'm saying 11 or 12 wins easy. AFC South champions, and we got Treylon Burks on one side.
4 years.
Yeah, right. We only missed it once. All right. But yeah, I figured Treylon Burks on one side. You got D-Hop on the other. Kyle Phillips. You got Chig as your tight end, dropping out into like slant moves. And you got Spears in the backfield behind
Spears and Henry.
Who is he? The King.
Yeah. So
that's just brutal. I would not want to be a Jags or Texans or Colts fan if we do sign him.
Because we'll lay into everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
But the big topic for tonight is the top 5 players to watch. For me, you have to look at a guy like Mason Kinsey, who's on the bubble right now.
Yeah, Mason Kinsey is a fan favorite for sure. And I don't know, but he seems to be in that bubble of ending up on the practice squad all the time. Maybe he gets a shot, but has he in the past 3 years? He's gotten a slight shot like in preseason.
But if you look at preseason, the dude has shown out in preseason.
Oh, yeah. He always looks good in preseason, but then come regular season, it's just like, where did he go?
That's the thing. I feel like John Robinson didn't like him on our active roster. But could it be different under Ran Carthon?
That is a very, very interesting notion because, yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's going to look at these players differently than J-Rob ever did. And the undrafted free agents and everything, he's going to see what he wants to see. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Because Ran Carthon has been there. He played in the NFL. John Robinson didn't.
No. Yeah, that's true. Ran Carthon's been that guy. He was a running back, and he's known the struggles that some players go through, so he sees it a little bit better. And if you take a look at, he had a lot of input into the drafting and trading that the 49ers did, and they look spectacular. So, they're making something out of nothing.
And I feel like, and it was said the other night on the Power Hour with Brent Doherty, the small ball game is the way to go right now.
Oh, for sure. That's why I'm really high hopes for Kyle Phillips.
Mason's not even 6 foot.
No. What is he, 5'11"?
5'10", 5'11".
Right in there, yeah.
But he's fast.
That is true. So, yeah, he's definitely got a chance to come out and show out. Kind of like what Vrabel says. He's like, it just comes down to who wins the matchups, like who earns the roster spot. You got to earn it, especially in Vrabel's offense.
And, of course, number 4, you have to look at quarterback Will Levis. What do you think we expect from Will Levis?
What I expect personally is to have him sit a year behind Tannehill, and hopefully Tannehill does not get injured and he doesn't have to get thrown into the mix like Willis did last year. But there's a lot of questions on my brain for the amount of interceptions that he throws. It's not as much accuracy as it is his ability to read the field and know exactly where to go, where the defenders
Yes.
are, that sort of thing. That concerns me. That's why I want him to at least sit a year so he can learn that kind of stuff. Because Tannehill, he's got that down. He's a vet. Like, I've watched him pass in between 3 different defenders right into
And
the end
still
zone.
know it.
And bam. And
And
like, I want that kind of experience from whoever's going to be our future quarterback.
the heir apparent to Ryan, yeah. And
Yeah.
so, of course, all these guys, all this is playing off of a video that I'm probably going to end up recording tonight after this show's done. It is a
Cool.
way too early 53-man roster projection.
Do you have 3 QBs or no?
I have 3, yes.
Yeah.
Because
I
the
kinda
third the third quarterback would not affect your 53-man roster now.
No, it still affects your 53-man roster. It just doesn't affect the 47 that you can dress on game day. They give you 1 more that you can dress on game day, but it's still same 53.
It was a new rule that was just implemented at the owners meeting.
I know. And it wasn't that you could add an extra player, like a 54th player. It's just that on game day, you can dress that quarterback, the third quarterback, and he won't
If he's
count
on your
against the
roster.
46 people that you're supposed to. Yeah.
Number 3, I went Azeez Al-Shaair, the guy out that Tennessee picked up out of San Francisco.
Middle linebacker. Al-Shaair is actually he feels like David Long reincarnated. Now that David Long Jr. is down in Miami. I feel like this is his equivalent. And the fact that Rand Carthon is so good at finding talent and keeps dipping back into the talent that he found before in San
Francisco.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's promising. He's probably going to be something. Arden Key as well. Wow.
Yeah. And so number 2, I had to go defensive line. I went Jaden Peavy, who was an undrafted free agent out of Texas A&M last year.
Yeah. I mean, good depth piece. We did re-sign Tier Tart. And
I feel like having him in there in that rotation with Tart, right in the middle with Jeff and Danico.
Lee, you know what would be awesome? If we didn't have to rotate them so much because our offense just kept staying on the field, unlike last year. 3 and out. Oh, I'm back out here again. Jeff Simmons is sweating. He's injecting his leg. He's like, what's going on?
He looks like he's like almost dead out there at times.
I know. And I feel bad for him because that whole run, pass, punt, it's killing our defensive guys. I mean, McCreary and Byard are the only ones that really stayed out there the entire year and took all of the snaps. That's impressive to me.
Of course, Jaden Peavy's a big boy. He's 6'5", 308.
Is it 308?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
He's a big boy. Put him in that mix with Danico and Big Jeff. Teams aren't having a hard enough time running on us. They won't be able to run on us.
Nope. That is one thing that I guarantee we excel in is run defense, just like last year. But I think getting to the passer and disrupting the actual passing yards, because we were second in the league, or 31st in the league in
pass defense, yeah.
Pass defense, yeah.
But Peavy can do that. I've watched Peavy for a couple of years. I watched him back into college, and if it's a blown play up front, he will bull rush that guard or the center.
Yeah, I honestly think he makes the roster. Peavy does.
And I think he does too. But number 1, there's injury history with this guy, but you cannot deny the talent this kid has. Tyjae Spears.
Yes, I am super excited about him. Watching everything that he did in Tulane, and like especially last year, like people immediately question, hey, this guy, he has no ACL in his leg. He probably won't
Cartilage
last a full
damage.
year. He didn't have an ACL last year and blew it up. And he had as many yards as
He
Derrick
Derek,
Henry, 1,500 plus. I'm like,
and that
who
was
needs an
in
ACL?
exactly when you're braced up. Who needs an ACL?
I mean,
But
think about Hines Ward, or there's like 6 others that I had listed. I don't have the list here, but Hines Ward played with no ACL as well, and he got hit and beat up more than any receiver I've ever seen. But he was my favorite because he would stand up and smile right after he got drilled into the ground or his leg got twisted backwards. He'd still stand up and be like, "Yeah, let's go."
let's go.
And I feel like
But
maybe. Oh, go ahead.
finish what you were saying before.
Oh, I was gonna say maybe Tyjae Spears actually will be that exact kind of player, the one that people are talking about immediately the week after, and they're like, "Why didn't I draft him in fantasy football?" Oh,
But to just give a little sneak peek, that's all you're getting right there.
that's just a sneak peek.
That's just a little teaser of what to expect when that video comes out. I'm gonna record it probably tonight, and then just have it sit on the side and wait till like week 2 of the preseason. Because you run with
That'll work.
90 all the way through the preseason now. You run with 90 all for the preseason.
Yeah.
But, of course, Rossi does his show at 9 p.m. Eastern.
Gotcha.
So I figured, everybody that's watching over here, go over to the Titan Upload Network and wait for the Rossi report. He has no flags film on there tonight. But we didn't quite make it the hour. We didn't make it 25 minutes. But there was a lot to talk about, and it was a great discussion.
Yes, definitely. And we also had our little technical difficulties there, but we managed through it.
We managed to push through and go to the finish line. But yeah, Fox, thank you for taking some time out of your night to do this.
Absolutely. This is what I live for, to be honest with you. And I love being a guest on anybody's show from the Titan Upload Network because you all are so awesome. You, James, Rossi, like everybody. I
Michael,
just love you guys.
I might try talking to Michael about getting you one.
That would be very cool.
One.
Big Mike is a big fan of mine. Or vice versa, both,
Yeah. But yeah, y'all, we're finna get out of here, and as I always say, stay classy.